up, y'all? I'm Dev.
And I'm Rece, the city's favorite.
And you watching
Slim TV.
What's up, y'all? We back with a cut. What's up, y'all? We back with another game episode. I'm your host, Dev, and today we got a special guest in the building.
It's Rece, the city's favorite. What's happening?
Yes, sir. Thank you for pulling up.
Always.
So today we playing a game called Confess or Drink. Let's get into it.
Let's get it.
All right. So the way this game works is exactly how it sounds. Confess or drink. So if she can't confess to these questions right here, guess what she got to do?
Take that shot, baby.
That's it. So let's get started. Question number 1. When is the last time you lied?
When was the last time I laughed?
Lied.
Oh, lied. Shit.
L-I-E-D.
Last week. I lied last week. Yep, somebody asked me when was the last time I had sex, and I was like, oh, it's been a while. It had been that morning.
I'll drink to that. So, what is your biggest fear?
Not being able to become successful or get married before my mother leaves this earth.
Okay, that's a pretty good answer. Okay, so who is the last person that you searched on social media?
It's gonna sound bad, but it's this girl I met at the bowling alley that I thought was fine, but I only got her nickname and her date of birth.
Okay.
I tried to find her. Because I'm like, we had a real good business conversation. I wanted to, but I forgot to exchange any type of contact information.
That's fair.
On my part. I'm messing up.
All right, y'all. For this portion of the game, whenever she does confess, I got to drink. So, next question. What is a secret that you've never told anyone?
The secret that I've never told anyone is... A secret that I've never told anyone is that I'm very, very soft despite the exterior. I'm very sensitive. And, I come off as brass. I'm very confident, but, my feelings get hurt easy sometimes. I just know how to eat it.
I would have never guessed that.
Right.
Okay, I'll drink to you being soft. Okay.
Don't get it twisted. I'll fuck you up.
Yeah, that's evident.
Don't get it twisted.
Don't get it twisted, y'all. You heard it here first.
Right.
She might be soft despite the exterior, but don't get shit twisted. She'll fuck you up. Emphasis on fuck you up.
Right.
Okay, so let me take this shot.
Put it down there. There we go.
All right, next question. What's one thing you hate people knowing about you?
The fact that I've had sex with men in my lifetime.
I'm not drinking to that. I'm not even going to pour off another shot.
I mean, it's not a secret, but I'm like, it's not something I'm proud of. But
Yeah.
I'm like, I feel like it makes me who I am because I'm like, I know what I want.
Right.
Because it's a lot of people who are homosexual that don't know or have never dated the opposite sex. I feel like, how do you know it's not something you might try and like?
Right.
Because, I mean, I tried the opposite sex. I started that way, but then I tried women, and it was just like 1,000 times better. You can contest that sex with women is 1,000 times better.
Hell yeah. Well, I ain't never had sex with a man, so, of course a woman is going to be 1,000 times better. I don't know what the other sex is like.
Shit.
I don't think that's something I want to try.
It's not all it's hyped up to be.
Yeah. Next question. What is your worst habit?
My worst habit is the fact that I have a sneaker addiction. Even if I'm probably not in the best financial situation, I'm going to find a way. And that's bad. Like, my priorities are shot. So I feel like that's my biggest issue with that.
Okay.
That's me.
That brings me to my next question. What's the most you spend in one day?
About $1,700.
Wow. What did you buy?
I bought this chain. This was $1,250. I bought a ring. I bought some cologne. I went out We went out to eat. Then I went out to like the club and spent money on drinks. But yeah, that was. I don't know what I was thinking. Would I do it again? Absolutely not.
Okay, I'll drink to that.
Absolutely the fuck not.
To $1,700. All right. So, what's your biggest red flag or toxic trait?
Well, shout out if y'all don't know, I do a segment on Tuesdays called Toxic Tuesday. So we talk about a lot of toxic topics. And I feel like my toxic trait I realized about myself is that I find myself for people that I have no interest in or used to talk to or used to date. And I found out they got married or they moved on and they're doing good. And I'm like, they got married on me? No, damn well, I ain't on them. But I'd be like, damn, I want to fuck up what they got going on even though I don't want them. I feel like that's pretty fucking toxic. I don't want you. I just,
I just want.
Why you got married? Like, I want to see if I still got it. Like, or, if I can still pull you type shit. But, yeah, I don't be wanting these women. But I still be like, so you just go get married on me. And they be like, what did you talk about?
Right.
That's a toxic trait of mine. I found that out about a couple months ago. I ain't even gonna hold you. I was like, why do I do this?
Lord have
I don't even want these women.
Okay. Next question. What's one movie you're embarrassed to admit you enjoy?
I'm not doing that.
Okay, we got one. We got one. Finally. So, what music artist do you secretly think is overrated?
That everybody loves. Travis Scott.
Okay, that's a good answer.
Travis Scott.
I'm surprised.
Even though I like one of his songs, the rest of them I'm like, I don't even, and I listen to the song that I like, and I'm like, yo, he's not saying shit on this song. But I don't. He's not saying like it's no story. He's just ad libbing. The song is Fiend. I love Fiend. The song is great. I love the beat. It's a great workout song. I listen to it when I go to the gym. But they're really not saying anything of importance whatsoever. And I find out with a lot of his music, like he don't be saying that. It's just a hard beat and he just flowing, but none of that shit makes sense.
None. He just saying the same shit over and over again.
Yeah, I don't understand why he got mosh pits and people trampling himself. I don't get it. But maybe it's not for me to get, but I feel like he's very overrated.
Okay. Next question is, what's the most disgusting thing you've ever done?
I'm drinking to that.
Okay. Well, I'm going to drink too. Because, yeah.
I'm going to drink to that. I don't want people to look at me differently.
I already look at you different. So.
Oh,
all right. So we're going to drink to, I guess, being disgusting. What you think? Well, not me. It's really just for her.
What you did that was disgusting? Since you're willing to tell yours.
I already took my shot. I'm not open to disgusting on the camera. Not in front of these lights. Not without my attorney present.
Oh my God.
Okay, when was the most inappropriate time you farted?
While I was getting some head. I had to sneak it a little bit. I was trying to stretch. Good thing it didn't stink though, but I'm like, bro, my stomach is told.
Did you feel it come out?
Of course, I felt it, but she didn't hear it or smell it.
Okay.
Like,
so how do you...
But it definitely came out.
Was it one of those ones that said, psst?
Yeah. But because she was doing it, it was slurping. It was masked.
Yeah.
The cell was very masked. And I just moved up like I was trying to get in better position.
The whole time you're just trying to squeeze that fart out.
To not make it loud.
Excuse me.
Right.
That's crazy than a bitch. Imagine how, that would have played out if that bitch made a sound.
Bruh, or if it stunk real bad.
Like,
I'm so glad it didn't have a smell to it. I think I had not really eaten much that day. So
yeah, so it was just
air. I probably was hungry.
That's a hungry fart.
Right. Hungry farts don't smell like nothing.
Nothing. It just smell like stomach growl.
I think I would have got something to eat after that, though. Nothing like a good smash session, and then you go make something to eat, or y'all eat some food that y'all have, like, after slutting each other out. That is
top tier.
Top tier.
You just can't beat it.
Amazing. I love it.
Okay. So, have you ever practiced kissing in a mirror?
No.
Okay.
I've practiced kissing on a wall, though. Probably when I was about 10 or 11.
Okay. That sounds like something that should have stayed in the childhood. I ain't no shame in
Never
keeping
saw a
game.
mirror because I'm like, if I can see myself in the faces I don't be making.
It's crazy.
All right.
And then imagine trying to explain that to somebody. What's that smudge on your mirror right there?
You
Nothing.
can hide smudges on the wall.
Yeah. Just paint over them. It's like,
Just rub it off. It's white wall. Nobody pays attention to the wall. Like, oh my God, your wall's all smudgy.
yeah. Is this lipstick? Chapstick?
Why is it red? Smudges on your wall.
That smells like cherry Carmex.
Oh my God.
So, what's your biggest pet peeve?
Being stood up. Wasting my time. Because I'm a strong person who, I'm stressed in a lot of different directions. So if I allow time to be allotted for you and you waste it, I'm very upset. Because I'm like, with money, I can make more money.
Right.
But my time, I can't get that back. That's something that I've lost and that I can never get back. And I look at people different that waste my time. Like, sometimes it makes me want to fight.
Oh, yeah. I feel the same way. I used to get stood up, not like all the time, but I told this one girl, you stand me up again, I'm going to haul off and slap the shit out you. Just cuz.
We don't condone domestic violence.
Hey,
but
it won't
still.
domestic. We ain't together. Fuck that. Shit.
Yeah.
If you agree to do something with me and you don't no call, no show,
Bro,
I got something
no
for your
job.
ass.
Fuck.
I got something for your ass next time I see you. You better duck. Have you ever dined and dashed?
Yes.
Okay.
It was at Denny's on Broad Street.
You know.
I was 19. They have a whole different staff now.
Yeah, they ain't fucking with that shit.
And the quick backstory with that was, it was me, my girlfriend, my cousin, and two of her friends. And it was a group of guys that just came and was talking to her friends. And they was just ordering stuff. And they left. And we like, bro, we not getting stuck with y'all food because my girlfriend was paying for me and my cousin.
Right.
She like, oh no, I'm not paying for all of them though. So we all left.
Damn.
And by the time they came outside, I was already at the light. That was when I had my Cavalier, so that was my first car. So that was so long ago.
That's
crazy. But yeah, sorry y'all, didn't mean to do it.
So Denny's on Broad Street. If you ever,
I've been there twice since then.
Okay, I already say get that shit.
New
back
staff.
Get that shit back in blood.
I feel like I only had some French toast, so it was like after club. It was late. Like I didn't want that bad. My bill was not that expensive to even.
Be crazy that they seen that bill in the mail.
That's fine. That's fine. As long as there's no interest, I'll pay the original amount.
Yeah, facts. When you were 19.
All right.
Probably, eggs done went up since then.
All right. So I didn't even have eggs. I had French toast. That was it.
Well, they had to use eggs to make them bitches.
You're right. The
whole time.
True.
Shit. Would you like to be a member of the Mile High Club?
Okay. Yes and no. The reason, yes, because I'm spontaneous. No, nigga, do you see how big I am? It's little in there for just me. Like, space-wise, like, I wouldn't be able to get in a comfortable position to, like, be able to do anything. So, yes, due to being spontaneous, no, they need to make them bathrooms just a smidge big. I can barely make a 360 circle in there. I don't like it.
Damn.
I don't like it.
Okay. What's the worst meal you've ever cooked?
Oh, y'all know I can cook. I ain't had nothing yet that I made that I didn't like. That's something I made the first time, but I tweaked it and made it better the second time. I made shrimp scampi one time with white wine sauce. It was alright. I could have did something different. It got a little dry to me.
Okay, that's
but
fair.
Other than that, I do that cooking shit.
Yeah, I already said yeah, cause
I do that cooking shit.
That fucking mac and cheese you made that
Bro,
one Thanksgiving.
Hey, that's all the holidays. It's always requested. Friendsgivings, Friendsmas, all that. It's always requested.
Shit up. I almost ate the goddamn plate with nothing on it.
Well, you do know, if I make some, because I got to make some for My little she want me to cook for her, and I'm like, if I cook for you, you can fall in love, for real, for real.
You ain't lying, you gonna leave.
So, because I be making lamb chops and fresh greens. Once you make fresh greens, you don't like canned greens no more.
Where the hell do you get a damn lamb from?
They sell it I get mine from BJ's. You can get a whole rack for like $28. You just gotta cut them yourself. They're thicker compared to if you just buy them already cut. Cause I bought a pack. It had like 4 or 5 in it, and it was $25. When I can buy a whole rack that had about 9, 10 for $28.
Oh damn! Hell yeah!
So I just had to cut it myself, and I still, I marinate it overnight, and then I cook it. I sear, you cook it like steak. And then I get some fresh thyme and some. I actually use plant-based butter and fresh thyme.
Yo, that's
to
crazy.
Base it with.
That plant-based shit. A lot of people be sleeping on plant-based.
Don't
products,
sleep
man.
on the Country Crock plant-based with olive oil. It's amazing. I mean, it's not replacing Kerrygold. Kerrygold is the herb butter that's spectacular. But I got a butter allergy, so I can't.
Can't have all butter.
I can eat margarine, Country Crock, plant-based.
Margarine.
Right. Kerrygold, it's gonna tear my stomach up. So unless
Lord.
I do some pre stuff, ahead of time, a little pre-prep.
You ain't lying.
On how to bubble guts.
Yeah, that fart gonna do more than.
Bro, that's just like. Bro. I'm telling you.
Oh shit. What's the weirdest place you've peed?
On the side of the highway going to Pittsburgh.
Which highway?
I don't know. I was drunk.
Oh.
I just know we was on the highway. We was going to Pittsburgh. I was with my best friend. It was another one of her friend's birthday. And we were on the way there. And we had been drinking. And she was like, yo, I got a piece over there. I was like, me too. And we just pulled over on the side of the highway in the emergency lane and just peed. Me and her. And our other friend was in the backseat just dying laughing at us. I was like, whatever. This shit's amazing. Give me some of them knackers out the console.
I know that's right. I'll drink to that, to peeing on the highway, because I know
me too.
I've done it a couple times. Look,
I didn't even count.
I even had to pull over and let Layla pee on the highway. You ain't lying. Okay. All right, y'all. Next question. What's the strangest dream you've had?
I told somebody this the other day. I had 2. I can make it real quick. The most recent one I had a dream that one of my close friends asked me to marry her.
Her?
Right. I was so she was like, marry me, and I can't have kids, so I want you to have a baby for us so we can be married. I'm like, okay. That's one. That was the weirdest dream. Now, I did have a scary dream. I had a dream that I was outside. It was like late at night, but it was a lot of us outside, like at like a kickback or something. And somebody came and shot it up. And I got shot a couple times, like 4 or 5 times.
Damn, that's
but
a few.
The person was like my friend, same friend. Ironically, she's in both dreams. She tells me, she's like, oh my God, you're gonna be good. But it's a little girl that's laying next to me. And I just keep trying to say, save her. Save her. Because she got shot. I know I'm dying, but I'm me, I'm not. But I'm like, it's a little girl. She's like not moving. She's unconscious. I'm like, save her. Like, I'm not worried about me.
Right.
So that was the scariest dream I had. Because it's like I felt the bullets. Like, that shit woke me up. I woke up in a cold sweat. Like, I was like, what am I doing wrong, God?
That's crazy. You woke up and you're fucking completely soaking wet.
Right. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
You probably wake up hyperventilating and shit.
Boy,
fucking
what?
Bed soaked. Don't you hate
I
that
was
shit?
sweating so bad. I'm like, yo, I had to get up and just like sit up for a little minute.
Yeah, me too.
I couldn't go right back to sleep after that. It fucked me up.
Oh my God.
Wild.
Okay. Do you have any fake social media accounts?
No.
See?
I barely want to keep up with the real ones I got.
Yeah, I figured that.
I'm like, I just, due to the fact that I have this segment of Toxic Tuesday and I do have people that follow us, and I'm just getting into the habit of having a little motion.
Right.
Because at first my Facebook, if I don't know you, I'm not accepting, because I know people got fake profiles out here.
Exactly.
So if I don't know you, we ain't been in contact, I'm not accepting that shit. It's bad. I'm the same with IG. Like, I turned out so many follows. They like, bro, you supposed to get your following up. I'm like,
fuck that.
I don't be wanting people to know what the fuck I got going on all the time.
Exactly.
I'm still I'm a private person. So for me to have somewhat of a social media buzz it's still new to me.
Right.
Like, people see me, oh, you do Toxic Tuesday. I'd be like, yeah. Who are you? Like,
right.
Weird. I'm like, appreciate the support. You know, I'm getting better with it. Cause my friend Nelly was like, yo, shout out to Nelly. She was like, you gotta embrace it. Like that's the only way we go. You know, you gotta get popping. Like she has 10,000 followers now. So I'm like,
Damn.
I gotta do better. But I'm like, I'm still soft. I got about 2.5. Like
You gotta start
out of
somewhere, though.
2.5, about at least 11, I actually know.
Right.
People I've come in contact with in some way, shape, or form in some walk of life. Whether it be high school, growing up, jobs I've had. You know what I'm saying? It's people I actually know. Then there's some people I was like, oh, she cute. Oh, that's such and such cousin. I thought she was cute. You know.
Right.
Then you got people who just see me and they was like, see y'all, I love y'all, the love is real. So it's a little different. But I'm like, I don't really like dealing with my own real social media profile to make up a fake one. Like,
Yeah.
nah.
Have you ever just stayed friends with someone because it benefited you?
Absolutely not. I don't even want to stay friends with people that's not benefiting me sometimes. Like, I'm not even going to hold you. Like, once you cross me, it's really over and done. Or if I know you putting me in fucked up situations time and time again, it's family members I want to get rid of. You talking about friends.
Friends. Ooh, Lord.
It's
you can say that shit again.
some family members I want to be like, ooh. If they ask me if I could kill one of y'all for $100 million, I would so give you up so fast.
You ain't lying, because I done uncousin a couple of motherfuckers in my lifetime, and I ain't never got to see you again.
Right.
Y'all know who y'all is.
Right, and I just feel like, bro, like...
Kendra. Sorry, no.
Oh, God, Lord.
Shout out Kendra, though, man. That's my favorite. She's got to be one of my favorites.
I don't have favorite cousins no more. I just have very important... Everybody has a different role.
Right.
Like, I got a rich auntie cousin. Y'all know that's Ashley. I love her to death. Then I got Denisha. She's my VP. She controls my life and helps me organize all the chaos I have going on.
Shout out Nisha, man. Shout out Nisha.
That's my dog. She be my voice of reason. Like, if I need somebody to call me out on my bullshit outside of my best friend, it's going to be her.
Oh, yeah.
She be like, yeah, cuz that's some bullshit. I don't even know why you doing. Oh, she be like, what are you doing? That's a total waste of time. I be like, but no, it doesn't matter. Stop doing that dumbass shit. I be like, all right, you got it.
You got it.
You win.
What's the worst date you've been on?
Ooh, the worst date that I've been on, that would be considered a date where you know for a fact I ain't never going on another date with you again. Yeah, I had a date and they were just weird. Like, we didn't have anything in common. Like, talking to them, you realize how you like, and that's really how you think in life. Like, and that's crazy because they were mad pretty. Like, it'd be the pretty girls.
That just ain't got shit going for them.
I'm like, man, you really think like that in real life? I said, I see why you single. You know,
Yeah.
Makes sense. Never again. I'd be like, can we get separate checks? Because you just stupid.
God almighty. Damn, I can't even pay for your meal because you just like a dumbass. That's crazy.
Hate it.
All right. What is your biggest regret?
In life?
In general.
My biggest regret is that my dad passed before I got money to do things with him I wanted to do. I wanted to take him to a Laker game. I wanted to go to a Raider game. He would have loved to have went to the Raider stadium that we got now.
Allegiant. Yes. Yeah.
Like, that's my biggest regret. Like, I'm just like, yo, I don't know what I could have did to prolong it, but that's just something, and that's just a personal regret.
Yeah.
And a small other regret I have is that I didn't, you know, I got my CDL or whatever. Knowing what I know now, I would have gotten it a lot sooner. It would have put me in a different position in life.
Yeah.
So those are two things that
That's deep.
I regret.
I gotta respect that. Shout out to all the truckers out there, man. I got my CDL too.
Right.
So, shout out to y'all, man. Y'all doing y'all big ones. Y'all really need to be fucking careful though, because
Very
a
much
lot of
so.
these people out here, you got to drive literally for everybody else. You can't be out
It's
here.
never yourself. It's always them.
It's always them. People, they drive like they in a rush, and then when you get into an accident and people got to come and identify your body and shit, be safe so you ain't got to be careful.
And I got into an accident. Thank God I made it out unscathed.
Yeah.
Minor cuts and bruises, little sprained ankle, but, you know, I made it. Live and tell another day. I didn't hurt anyone else.
Yeah.
You know, due to my own negligence, you know, I had been sick and just didn't want to miss the time off work. I started with a new company and just wasn't feeling well and hadn't eaten in a couple days and just passed out. Like all my numbers were like dropped. I had to get like 3 IVs. It was bad.
Damn. Whew.
But so shout out to all truckers. I understand. I was an over the road trucker.
Yeah.
Definitely understand.
But if you got to pull over, please pull over.
Prioritize yourself first. The money will always be there.
And the load gonna get there when it get there.
And dispatch is more than willing. If I was just let dispatch know, they're probably like, all right, just go home. I mean, ain't nothing we could do.
Right.
Compared to the aftermath of what happened to me not doing nothing.
Right.
But yeah.
All right, y'all. That does it for this episode of Slim TV. Want to give a big shout out to our special guest, Rece, the city's favorite.
You know what it is.
Pulling it up and chopping it up on Slim TV.
Dang.
Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Till next time, we out.
Peace.
You recording?
Hit the button. You didn't hear it?
Okay, we just gonna edit this part out. No, don't stop it. All right, so now for this person.
Purchase.
Cut.
Stop.